Big up to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity Sports from. Thank you so much for always being part of Awini Unity Sports family. And happy Monday night to you as well, whatever part you may be watching. Particularly if you're watching me from any part of Ghana, greeting to you as well. This video, we have a lot to share with you right here. So just relax and enjoy the video with us right here. We're going to be talking about Ghana Blasters. In this video, basically, we're going to be looking at the players that we feel that this will start against Chad based on how we monitor the Black Stars players. And we're going to be doing this based on most of the players' performance on their club side and also players' consistency in Ghana Black Stars and also today first training in Accra Sports Stadium. Earlier on, we already posted the first training that the players did in Accra Sports Stadium. If you haven't watched that video, you can check it out here to know the number of players that arrived in Ghana and the number of the players that was part of the training session as well. So, like I said, we are basing on their performance on the club side and the players' consistency in Ghana Blasters to give you our first 11 right here. You can also leave your comment to tell us what players do you think that the coach or what players are you going to be suggesting that the coach should use against Chad coming up on Thursday, World Cup qualifiers away in Chad. So before we dive into the main details to look at the players that we feel that this will start for Ghana coming on Thursday, let's do this together, my lovely family.
This is Awini Unity Sports, your #1 stop for everything Ghana football. From the Black Stars blazing the pitch to the young stars rising and ready to take over the world, we've got it all here. If you love Ghana football, if you believe in the next generation of legends, then don't just watch. Join the family. Smash that subscribe button and let's make Ghana football unstoppable together.
So yes, I hope you have already subscribed to the channel. And if you did so, thank you so much for always being part of the family right here. Now let's drive your attention deep to the main details right here. Like I said earlier on, this video basically we're going to be looking at the players that we believe that they are the players that deserve or they are the players that we feel that they should start against Chad coming up Thursday in Chad. And like I said, we're doing this based on their performance in the club side and also consistency in the Ghana national team. So to remind you that the formation right here is 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, and you can also see that on your screen as well. So now, let's dive into the details right here. Number 1 goalkeeper going to be Loris Atizigi, and the main reason why Loris Atizigi is number 1 right here, after he returned from injury, he's doing very well. Last week, he kept clean sheet, and also during the weekend, yesterday, he performed very well, helping his team FC St. Gallen winning by 2-1 away, and after yesterday's game, he was rated 7.5 right there. That is the main reason why he is my number 1 right there. He did been part of Ghana national team quite for some time now. Went to the World Cup with Ghana. So I think when you talk about the experience, he's among that one of the experienced goalkeeper we have in the national team as things stand now. So that is the reason why he is my number 1. Now, where we're going to have problem a little bit is our center backs. When you look at our center backs, they are not getting playing time in the French League 1, in the Turkish Super League. But when it comes to the national team, they are always doing very well. So based on that, they're going to be getting chance right there. But we'll get into that. Now, let's move to the left back. As usual, Gideon Mensah, I'm not going to be wasting time in there. He is going to be my number 1 right there. He's doing very well as the season kick off in the French League 1. He's been superb so far. I do not think that the new left back, that is Dedekon, have to start ahead of Gideon Mensah. No, Gideon Mensah have experience, went to World Cup with Ghana and is always doing very well and also doing very well so far. So he is my number 1 at the left back. Now, let's move to the right back. The right back that is going to be a little bit problem right here. And why is going to be a little bit problem? The 2 players we have, one that is a typical right back is Tariq Lamptey, but he's not fully fit, who just joined Italian Serie A side Fiorentina. And when I checked, he was injured. He was not even part of Brighton 2-1 win against Manchester City. So I feel like quite long time he do not play, so much fitness. Based on that, I'm not going to be starting him. The player that they call as a right back is Callum Yanchi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right always. If I do not, forgive me for that as well. You can see the names right there. He is doing very, very well. He play as central midfielder. That is the main position. The second position that he can play is defensive midfielder. But the reason why Otuado convinced that he can play at the right back is because of the Unity Cup that he came on the right back. He did very well. So based on that, the coach have believed in him. And yesterday, he was just superb yesterday. He did very well in the club side. Yesterday, he played full 90 minutes in the club side in Denmark. And yesterday, he was also man of the match, and not just that, scoring a goal right there. And after the game, he was rated 8.3 at the midfield. But here, I'm going to be using him as right back because Tariq Lamptey is not fully fit like that. Okay, so he's going to be on the right back. Now, moving to the center backs, as usual, the center backs, I'm going for Mohamed Salisu. Despite that he's not getting playing time, a lot of people will suggest that, okay, player like Joron Opoku is doing very well in the Turkish Super League side. It is a hard time for you to give the young man chance as well. But the reason why I'm convinced right here for Mohamed Salisu is because of Juku. When those players, those two partners, they play together, it is always on point sometimes. And they've been together quite for some time now. That is the reason why I'm going for Mohamed Salisu. Moving from Mohamed Salisu, like I said, as usual, Alexander Juku going to be his partner. Despite that he's not getting playing time in the Turkish Super League with Mourinho right there. But when it comes to the national team, he's always doing very well. You know, sometimes players not getting playing time in the club side, not basically they are not really, really good. But sometimes the coach be probably not really convinced for some certain things in the club side. But the national team is always different because those players, they have played together and they know each other very well. That is the main reason why he's coming in right there. So you can see the goalkeepers and the defenders on your screen. Now moving to the front two, midfielders are going to be playing behind the defenders, Thomas Partey as usual. When I watch, I listen to Ghana Football Association Communication Director, that is Henry Asante Chum. He was saying that Thomas Partey going to be arriving in Ghana. And coming to this video, I do not check on that, so I don't want to mislead you that he's in Ghana or not. So I'm not going to be talking about that. But far as he's in the squad, I'm going to be starting him right here. I would have liked to start the young man right here in the midfield if Tariq Lamptey is fit. But because of fitness, Tariq Lamptey is not. That is the reason why I feel like Thomas Partey have to come into the midfield. So Thomas Partey alongside, I'm going to be using Abdul Samed. He also moved to OGC Nice in the French League One side. He getting playing time, doing very well so far. So I think the partnership with Thomas is always superb right there as well. So that is the reason why I'm going to be using these two gentlemen right here. Now moving from the players are going to be operating from the right wing and the left wing. The left wing I'm going for Joseph Pencil. Joseph Pencil is doing very well, and with I think it is a hard time we need to give the young man a time or a chance to start, because when you check in the club side, he's always doing very well, performing very well. But when it comes to the national team, it is always difficult for them to give him a chance to start. So I think this game against Chad is a time for us to give the young man a chance to prove what he can do, because he's doing very well at the club side. Yesterday, he performed very well, playing full 90 minutes, winning man of the match yesterday game, and not just that, scoring a wonderful goal as well. So with this performance, if you are talking about Ghana Black Stars players that are performing so far, he is one of the players that are performing so far in the club side. So that is the reason why he is getting chance at the left wing, my side right here. So moving from him, the player that I'm going to be using on the right wing is Kamaldeen Sulemana. Okay. Joseph Pencil is very quick, So also having a player like Kamaldeen Sulemana, who is very quick, who can shoot, who can dribble, who can score goals as well, they're going to cause problem to the Chad team. So Kamaldeen Sulemana is my player I'm going to be using on the right wing. Okay, so you can see them right there. Also, moving to the player that are going to be playing behind the striker, as usual, is Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus sat very well, and it was a shock defeat from Antoine Semenyo team FC Dortmund during the weekend. But hey, we do not need to talk much about Mohamed Kudus. You and I all know Starboy, what he can do. So he is a player going to be playing behind my number one striker right here. And who is going to be leading my attack here? As usual, that is Anthony Semenyo. Semenyo is the man who's going to be leading the attack. Very fast, very quick, who can take players one-on-one, who can shoot, who can score goal any chance that he get. And the reason why I'm going to be starting him, he normally operates from the wings. He can also strike. So I think he is a player need to be starting from the attackers. No Jordan Ayew, no Nyake Williams, because when you check the season so far, Jordan Ayew is struggling. Four matches, 0 goals, 0 assists. And Nyake Williams, captain of Atletico Bilbao, he is also struggling right there. I think about 3 matches so far, 0 goals, 0 assists. And when you look at most of the young players right here, they are doing very well. So I think against Chad, we should use this team to run with the Chad, get a lot of goals. Then maybe when you know that, okay, now you have 2 goals, you are leading 2 goals or even 3 goals, you can now bring Jordan Ayew, who know how to defend sometimes, who know how to hold up the ball, to get fouls and delay the game and stuff like that. So that is my main reason why I think these players should start. So you can see the lineup on your screen. And like I said, the only problem we're going to have is the defenders. And I'm happy that during the weekend, Otuado met this defender right here. That is Kojo Pepra Opon, who also plays football in Nice. During the weekend, he performed very, very well, scoring a goal as well. And Otuado met him one-on-one, and they was having some discussion right there. I feel like Otuado is telling him that he's doing very well and need to keep up that. Maybe as time goes on, he's going to get chance in the national team, because Otuado wouldn't just want to drop the players that he already know, that is Mohamed Salisu and Alexander Juku. But maybe if one of them have injury or something, or maybe get to a point in their performance is not top, not like the way the coach want, maybe that is where those players going to be coming in. And I was very happy when I saw that short video, Otuado having communication with the player right there, and I say Otuado is doing pretty well. I'm trying to monitor all the players. So do not be surprised. Sometimes when not all of the players can get call up, there are some players me basically want them to be part. Maybe you that are watching this video, you maybe probably will not agree with me. You also want some players to be part. So at the end of the day, all of the players cannot get chance in the national team. It is step by step. With the coach need patience from all of us as fans, as the Ghanaians, to give him that patience and also support him behind him, so that we can able to achieve what we want to achieve with the national team, in my opinion. So let me know what you think about this lineup I put right here together. What player do you think that he do not deserve to start right here, and what player do you think that are left out and you do not agree? Let me know what player do you are suggesting that the coach should start coming up on Thursday. Like I said, maybe I don't wish for any player to have injury, but maybe if there is injury or maybe something and the coach make late call up, I'm going to be giving you making changes about the lineup. But if the players, all of our prayers is that they should be fully fit. If they are fully fit getting to Thursday, this is the same lineup I will wish the coach to start. But at the end of the day, if he do not start these players, any player that he start, he is the one that in the camp with the players and know the one that can deliver for Ghana. We're going to give our full 100% support. The only thing we want from the national team is what we all know, win. So that is it. Thank you so much for always being part of this platform, and we really, really appreciate you for always being part of the family. Subscribe and to get much more content about Ghana football right here. Enjoy your lovely nights and more to come on your way as well. One love.